Following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Play on, and Anderson is going to launch for three. It's good!
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. It's a drop third strike. All he has to do is throw him out, and the West Fargo Patriots are your 2022 state champions.
Now it's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome to this feature presentation of the junior varsity game between the Barnesville Trojans and the Dilworth Glyndon Felton Rebels here on Magnitude Sports. And for those tuning in on the DGF YouTube Schools channel, watching the game, we appreciate you tuning in as well as we do our best to simulcast all the Rebel road games that we cover back to that DGF YouTube channel, so you don't have to search too hard to find the game or to follow your team. And so, and don't worry, the varsity game coming up at about 2:30 will be on the same watch link. You will not have to refresh anything, shut anything down, or anything like that. It'll just be like a commercial break between games, pretty much, is how we'll do it. So we got about 3 minutes before the JV game gets underway. The clock will show 18 minutes varsity time, but we'll just play 4-minute catch-up to the 14-minute JV, as we normally do when we present the JV broadcast to you. So that'll wrap it up for your JV pregame show. We'll take a break and be back in 2.5 minutes with the start of this one here on Magnitude.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Help transform the Legion on Giving Hearts Day on February 9th. The Barnesville Area Community Fund, along with the City of Barnesville, are raising funds to remodel the American Legion building into a community space in 2023. It'll be available for family events, meetings, birthday parties, wedding receptions, and much more. You can help. Make a financial gift between now and February 9th, and it'll be matched dollar for dollar up to $33,000 thanks to many of our wonderful Barnesville community sponsors. Giving Hearts Day on February 9th. Help transform the Legion. For more information or questions about Giving Hearts Day, contact the Barnesville Area Community Fund at 218-354-2154. All right, welcome back. You can see here that the varsity game coming up at 2:30 this afternoon between the Trojans and Rebels. And then we'll see the Rebels boys basketball team once again on Monday when they take on the East Grand Forks Green Wave. That'll be a game that you can catch right here on Magnitude Sports. It's time for the first half. We'll start our clock early. That way we can get caught up here. But once again, we're bringing you a feature presentation of the JV game. DGF Rebels in white and the Barnesville Trojans in purple. And the Rebels will win the opening tip of the junior varsity game. And they get the first bucket of the junior varsity game as well. It's 2-0. Just a general broadcast here for you of the junior varsity game, and then we'll dig deep and give you all the goodies and extra icing on the cake for the varsity game that we normally do here for you. 3-point attempt, swish up and in, and the Trojans take a 1-point lead at 3-2 here on the Ratsos Pool Hall junior varsity scoreboard. And that one will roll in. And now DGF retakes the lead at 4-3. Should be a good matchup in both JV and varsity. As I say that, a near turnover, but Barnesville, they'll collect the ball and keep it. Corner three, have a good look at the basket. Rebound punched up to the top of the key. We'll turn around and shoot and leave it a little short. Swish. DGF doubles up their lead at 6-3. Nice move to the basket, but too strong. Chance for the Rebels to extend that 6-3 lead. And a long three, and that one almost rattled in. That was a good 23 feet out. Barnesville get the rebound, and they'll draw a foul in the backcourt. I'll stop the clock with 13:26 as we'll let our 18-minute varsity clock continue to catch up here. Nice pass down low and off the glass, and it's now 8-3 in favor of the Rebels here. Tiptoeing that far sideline, he goes right to the hoop and put too much mustard on that one. And a foul back the other way. Stops the clock with 12:54 to go. Free throw is up and in. And he'll make them both. That's now 10-3. DGF on a 10-0 run as they allow Barnesville to score the first basket, and then they get 10 of their own. So looks like we have a timeout on the floor. We have 12:47 to go here. Oh, we do not have a timeout on the floor. three a little bit short. Defensive rebound, and then it was poked away, and last touch by DGF. I'll go back to Barnesville. Here's we're almost caught up. 11:59 to go. Just a couple ticks behind now. Shot will not roll in. And DGF's 10-0 run has not been stopped yet. Even though DGF hasn't scored a bucket in a while, it remains a 10-0 run for the Rebels. Loose ball underneath, picked up by DGF. And I'll tell you this: this back and forth pace of this JV game is going to be the slow version of the back and forth pace of the varsity game, maybe with a few more made shots. Points have been hard to come by in the last 3 to 4 minutes. It's been 10-3 for quite some time. And it remains 10-3 as neither team can buy a bucket. And Major Ness will end that 10-0 run and make it 10-5 and slice the lead in half. And now the points are starting to come. .22 to go, and now we'll do start and stop on our clock here. Breakaway, and he cannot put it in, but a couple offensive rebounds later turns into a defensive rebound. And now we have a timeout. A timeout on the floor as Barnesville scores to slice the lead in half. We're back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. The Trojan Takedown Club. It supports Barnesville wrestling on all levels, and it meets on the second Wednesday of each month at Ratzo's Pool Hall in Barnesville. You can support the Barnesville wrestling program by contacting anyone at the Trojan Takedown Club. Choose a bronze or a silver or even a gold sponsorship. If interested in a sponsorship, email trojantakedownclub@gmail.com. Do it today. All right, he only missed the inbounds pass there. No scoring or anything of significant value. And then here's steal, and that will result in a foul. And Once again, for those wondering, the shot clock is not actually being used in this game, but our Magnitude staff has been instructed to use the shot clock so we get used to it when it goes into effect next year. And hopefully a few months off won't eliminate the practice, but tried to float one up and in. That one is a no-go. Another shot too strong off the rim. Inside 8 minutes to go here in the first half of the junior varsity game. Fouls are 3-2, Trojans 3, Rebels 2. One tipped away and it's out of bounds. And a little miscommunication there. Three-pointer on the way, swish. 10-point lead now for DGF. That three rattles off to the top of the key, and the rebound picked up by the Barnesville Trojans. Trailing by 10, looking to cut into that deficit here. And a steal. One-on-one, back the other way, bucket in the foul. Make the extra basket. And a turnover once again. And there's another foul. That basket will not count. Open for a nice look at three, and he nails it. That one, it was a nice dribble down the court and that outlet pass to the baseline shot. Just couldn't quite get it to fall. There's one that rolls in. 22-10 now in favor of the Rebels. 5 minutes and change to go here in the JV, first half of the JV game. Corner three, nope, too strong. Offensive rebound though. And another opportunity. And that one is also a little bit off to the right side. Up and in. Nice drive to the basket there for the lay-in off the glass. Back to a 10-point deficit, 22-12. And rolls on the top of the backboard, and Barnesville will get a rebound here. They got 4 minutes to try and cut into this 10-point deficit. That one's not going to help matters. Loose ball picked up by Barnesville. Shot inside the paint, won't go, and another DGF rebound. Substitutions for both sides at the next whistle, which will come now. 3 in, 3 out for Barnesville, 1 in, 1 out for DGF. Three rattles off the front of the rim. Nice job down at the other end to get that basket off the glass. Driving on the baseline there, and that's, once again, the Rebels double up here on the Trojans. There's kind of a fast free throw shot. I'm not sure how I wanted to describe that. Off balance shot from the free throw line. That's probably the best way to describe it. Barnesville regain control after the missed shot. Try and set up the offense here. Looks like he's going to drive to the basket. He will draw a foul. Earned himself a trip to the free throw line. Right now, fouls are 6-4. Barnesville 6, DGF with 4. Catch and shoot off the inbounds pass. Rattles around and out. There's a turnover. And that one rolls out. Talk about an unlucky spin off the rim there. And a missed free throw. That one rattles in and out too. Offensive rebound, man. I said earlier they couldn't buy a bucket, and now they can't even rob the bank of a bucket. Not that I encourage robbing banks, but I mean, that is just brutal. Usually you get those friendly rolls when you have home court advantage, but right now it seems like neither of these teams have a court advantage. DGF has gotten a couple shots here and a couple shots there that have been able to go in and give them the lead, but I mean, after they've gotten this 10 to 12 point lead, they haven't really been able to expand on that. Both teams have had trouble buying baskets here in this entire first half. There was a stretch in this first half where we went about 4 minutes without a basket from either team. That was back early when the score was 10 to 3 in favor of DGF. There's another one that they cannot get, and now he gets fouled and he cannot get that basket either, so you have to try and get those 2 points the hard way. And normally when I say the hard way, I am a little bit sarcastic on that, but this might actually truly be the hard way with the way the ball has been rolling and bouncing off the rim today. Proving my point right on cue. There's one. Final 35 before halftime. That shot is too strong. Barnesville back the other way quickly to the hoop. He lays it in, and he's like, maybe if I just slow my body down a little bit, it'll go in, and it absolutely did. 26 to 15, 20 seconds to go. Can Barnesville get another turnover and another basket or a defensive rebound? 9 seconds to go and a foul. That's the 7th team foul on the Rebels, so we'll see if that brings us down for free throws, and it does. So, with the clock stopped, Barnesville will have a chance at a couple free points here. And if he can connect on both, it's 1-1, so he has to make the first one in order to get a second one. And he will make the first one. So it's a 10-point game now and a chance to break it down to a single-digit deficit here right before the halftime split. And swish, a 9-point advantage. 6 seconds to go, and out of bounds. I'll start the clock with 2.9. It'll be Rebel basketball, so they'll have a chance to get a shot off here. And a long three is up and no good, and that brings us to halftime. 26-17 at the half in favor of the DGF Rebels. Take a timeout. Come back with that second half here in about 5 minutes on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
All right, welcome back to halftime here. I knew they were doing this at the varsity game. I was not aware they were doing it at the JV game. So this is 10th, 11th, and 12th grade class of Sue's Dance Studio here in Barnesville, and they are performing to the song Shiver by Ed Sheeran. And I can't not talk. I have to talk some in order to keep this from hitting a copyright strike here. But once again, it's the sophomores, juniors, and senior class of Sue's Dance Studio right here in Barnesville. It's about maybe a 60 to 90 second walk from the gym we're at right now. All right, that was the sophomore, junior, and senior class of Sue's Dance Studio. They're performing to Ed Sheeran's Shiver.
Performing their hip-hop routine, Whoop, there it is.
And now this is going to be a hip-hop routine here. I didn't catch what grade level or what age group this was, but it's also from Sue's Dance Studio. And they are performing to tag team song Whoop, there it is, a classic hip-hop tune from the 1990s. And I'd have to say the pink and the black outfits certainly remind me of the album cover of the single for that song. I used to own the cassette single of that song, and I may have just aged myself a little bit by saying that, but once again, they're performing to tag team Whoop, there it is. This is Sue's Dance Studio right out of Barnesville. And now they have switched to Jump by Crisscross, another song that I used to have on cassette. I might have to charge money if I keep describing how many cassettes I've had. I'd be really impressed if one of the groups from Sue's Dance Studio could do a routine with their clothes on backwards, the way Crisscross performed that song back in the early 90s. And this is now, they're now performing to a song by C&C Music Factory. I did not have a cassette of that one, but I did have a cassette of this song, recording it from the radio back in boombox days. And that was the hip-hop routine performed by Sue's Dance Studios Dance Crew.
The elite team performance at the varsity halftime.
All right, and that will conclude the JV varsity, or the JV halftime performance. We'll see them once again at halftime of the varsity game. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and IsoClean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street. Get everything you need for your home. Smoke alarms, thermometers, Ethernet, coax cable, and maybe a little something for your kitchen. Baking goods, paper supplies, toasters, coffee pots, griddles, and stove and oven accessories. Don't forget that Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your Valspar Paint headquarters. Barnesville Drug and Hardware. Give them a like and follow on Facebook. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby?
Wally Wibbly.
Wiley's Wallabies.
Wallaby Wallies?
Wilby Wababy?
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
Budget Blinds, based in Detroit Lakes, serving Perham, Fergus Falls, and Park Rapids, is celebrating its 30th anniversary. Whether you need blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, check out the entire inventory online, budgetblinds.com. Also, schedule a consultation on the website. Have more questions? Give them a call. 218-206-9599. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for custom window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit online, budgetblinds.com. Newell will set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen kick, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point. They get the serve back. Quest works out of the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the net of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
Intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
All right, welcome back. Get ready for the second half of the junior varsity game on this feature presentation of Magnitude Sports, as well as on the DGF YouTube channel. It'll be Barnesville ball start the second half, and right now they trail 26-17. And there's a three to get within 6. I put the 3 on the wrong side. Let me adjust that. Should be 26-20. Apparently the three-pointer didn't go up on the opposite side. Now 28-20 is our score. So Barnesville chipping their way back into this one little by little here on the first couple possessions of the second half. And as soon as I say that, they miss the 3 from up top. And there's a foul. .15:06 to go. 15. Thought it was a 14-minute half. Wonder if they're going to make an adjustment or if they, I don't know. And there's a 3. 13-point advantage now, and Barnesville's right back where they started the half at. They're actually down by 9, so they're worse than where they were to start the half. That'll be a foul on DGF. Fouls are 1 apiece now. That one's out of bounds, and I'll stop the clock with 13:46 as we've almost caught up. A little bit easier to catch up in the second half when they put 17 minutes on the clock instead of 14 like they. If I would have known that, I could have turned on our hockey clock and started right at 17, but 13 minutes exactly to go here, and out of bounds. Stops the clock with 12:57. And a loose ball. So he tried to split defenders, and the only thing that split the defenders was the ball. And that will be a charging foul. That makes the fouls even at 2 per side here at the 12:45 mark of the second half. Once again, it's a feature presentation of the junior varsity game between the Barnesville Trojans and the Dilworth Glyndon Felton Rebels. The varsity game scheduled at 2:30 will be on this exact same watch link. You will not have to do anything differently to watch that. Just hang tight, we'll get it started for you. We'll do all the work for you. You just have to watch. Attempts, and he can't get one of them to drop. Tough break there for Barnesville. Trailing by 15 with just inside 12 minutes to go. 3 on the way, open look, and drains it. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Something with your hair?
All right, welcome back. 11:38 to go. And jump ball is going to be called here. Possession arrow will favor the Rebels. And right off the inbounds pass, he scores. Nicely done there by the DGF Rebels. three's up and in. 43-20, inside 10 minutes to go now. And who's it gonna go to? It's gonna stay with Barnesville, so. Nice drive to the basket. Excellent. Excellent move. Baseline jumper is in. Fouls are now even at 4 per side, and it'll be a free throw. Wait, no, it will not be free throws. And that one gets turned over. Three a little short. Corner three, rattles in. Don't forget the varsity game coming up after the conclusion of this one. It's on the same watch link. So you don't have to do anything. We will do all the work for you. Oh, and he traveled. Or was a timeout called? No, he traveled. He thought it was going to be an over and back, and then when he picked the ball up, the whistle wasn't blown, and then he took an extra step, and then the whistle was blown for a travel. So I'll be honest, I wasn't sure myself if that was over and back or if it was tipped and a free ball. Long three, missed it all, but an offensive rebound, and that one won't go in either. Fouls are now 4 for Barnesville, 6 for the Rebels. That'll be foul number 7. I'll put Barnesville in a bonus. Free throw is off. And he's fouled down at the other end. Stops the clock with 5:45 to go here in the second. Fouls are now 5 for Barnesville and 7 for DGF. And an active shooting foul will get this young man 2 shots. And he will miss the first of the 2. And he'll miss them both. And that'll be a travel. And another foul. It's the 6th team foul on Barnesville, as we'll have some substitutions here for DGF. Looks like a full line change. 5 in, 5 out. Fouls now 6 Barnesville, 7 for DGF. is the 8th team foul on DGF, so it has to make one to get one here on the 1-on-1 bonus. And he will not get the second attempt, but they'll get an offensive rebound. And then turn the ball over. That one tipped away. That is the 10th foul, so it's now double bonus for Barnesville. Barnesville still with only 6 fouls. And that one's in and out. 4 minutes inside, 4 minutes to go. Nice move to the basket. Three on the way. Just a little strong. And he got fouled. Did he get fouled on that? Yes, he did. He's going to go to the line to shoot three. And that's team foul number 7, so that'll put DGF into the bonus, but disregard the bonus on this one. He's going to get 3 attempts from the free throw line here. One down, 2 to go. And he misses that one. Shot misses everything. As I forgot to start our clock here, so now we're about 40 seconds off. There's exactly 1 minute to go as of right now. .20 seconds to go. 15. And a turnover. 7 seconds. 5. And they'll turn it over with 2.0 seconds to go. 58-30 is our score. And they'll just dribble it out, and that'll be your final. (58-30) in favor of the DGF Rebels at the end of the junior varsity game. That'll wrap things up for the JV. Don't go anywhere. Take a break, and we'll get things set for the varsity game right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Help transform the Legion on Giving Hearts Day on February 9th. The Barnesville Area Community Fund, along with the City of Barnesville, are raising funds to remodel the American Legion building into a community space in 2023. It'll be available for family events, meetings, birthday parties, wedding receptions, and much more. You can help. Make a financial gift between now and February 9th, and it'll be matched dollar for dollar up to $33,000 thanks to many of our wonderful Barnesville community sponsors. Giving Hearts Day on February 9th. Help transform the Legion. For more information or questions about Giving Hearts Day, contact the Barnesville Area Community Fund at 218-354-2154.
Following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Play on, and Anderson is going to launch for three. It's good!
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. It's a drop third strike. All he has to do is throw him out, and the West Fargo Patriots are your 2022 state champions.
Now it's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome to the Barnesville Sports Arena as we get ready for this Saturday afternoon varsity affair between two Class 8AA, Section 8AA, I should say, opponents, and the 9-2 DGF Rebels on the road this afternoon, taking on their foes from the south, the 7-3 Barnesville Trojans. Your Barnesville Senex pregame show starts in 30 seconds here on Magnitude Sports.
Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Senex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
All right, welcome back to the Barnesville Sports Arena as we get ready for your Barnesville Senex pregame show here between the 7-3 Barnesville Trojans under head coach Matt Askegard and the 9-2 Dilworth Glyndon Felton Rebels under head coach Mike Clark. And this one should be an entertaining one today. We'll get to your Four Hill Farms keys of the game coming up here a little bit later in our Barnesville Senex pregame show. But let's take a moment to put these two teams on paper and put them side by side and see what we got on the surface. We'll start with the visiting DGF Rebels, and there we go. We got a glimpse of a potential dunk fest coming up here for the DGF Rebels. They can certainly throw it down if they want to, and they get the opportunity to do so. So keep that in mind. The DGF Rebels 9-2 on the season. They are 6-1 against 8AA opponents. They are 5-0 in the Heart Lakes Conference. They are 5-2 when playing on the road. They are 1-0 when playing on a neutral court. They've only had 3 home games this year, and they've won all 3 of them. Started the season with a 2-point victory over a very good Pelican Rapids team, 66-59. 64. That was a home game back on December 20th for the DGF Rebels. Then they would go to the Moorhead Holiday Tournament, fall to Moorhead 80-76. Bounce back with a 65-51 win over Zimmerman. And then out of the tournament on January 5th, they would start the new year off with a loss on the road in Thief River Falls. The Prowlers would defeat the Rebels 66-53. Since that loss on January 5th, the Rebels are undefeated. They have not lost a game. A 68-48 win over Frazee, an 83-47 domination of the Crookston Pirates. And then they took care of business against Breckenridge, dropping 93 points on the Breckenridge Cowboys while only allowing 77. And then in a thriller at home, it would go to overtime, and they would knock off the Perham Yellow Jackets. And right now, that's the only loss of the year that the Perham Yellow Jackets have. It was a 57-56 win for the DGF Rebels in overtime over the Perham Yellow Jackets at home back on January 12th. And then they would bounce off that with a 30-point victory over the Park Rapids Area Panthers, 83-53. A 71-56 win over a semi-good Hawley Nuggets team. Hawley kind of sitting right around 500, but all their losses have not been terrible losses. Let's put it that way. A couple of bounces here and a couple of bounces there, and a break here and a break there, and Hawley could easily be a 2-loss team instead of where they're sitting at right now. And then after the Hawley game, they would go on the road to Detroit Lakes, and Detroit Lakes, another very good basketball team, they would knock off the Lakers by the final score of 72-68 on January 19th. That brings them into today's game against the Barnesville Trojans. And the Trojans, 7-3 on the season. They started off the year with a win, 79-63 over the Breckenridge Cowboys. The Trojans are 2-2 in Section 8 AA play. They are 2-2 in Heart of Lakes Conference play. They are 4-1 when playing at home, 2-0 on a neutral court. They've only played 3 games on the road. They've won 1, lost 2. As I mentioned, they started the season off with a 79-63 win over Breckenridge. They would go to the Wilmore Holiday Tournament, pick up 2 wins, 56-55 in thrilling fashion over Central Minnesota Christian, and then a 66-48 win over McRae. And then out of that tournament, they would come back home, have 2 home games, 80-42 over Park Rapids Area, and a 76-70. Let's try that again. 76-70 victory over the Hawley Nuggets. And then they would go to Perham and fall 74-51 to the, at that point in time, undefeated Perham Yellow Jackets. But as I said, DGF knocked them off about a week later. And then after the loss to Perham, they would bounce back here at home with an 87-45 win over Lake Park Audubon and a 84-62 win here at home. Or no, I'm sorry, they would actually fall 84-62 here at home to Detroit Lakes. So after the loss to Perham and the win over Lake Park Audubon, they would drop 2 in a row. The one I just mentioned to Detroit Lakes, and then a 66-52 win on the road in Pelican Rapids. And that was a game where Pelican Rapids got up by about 25, 26 points, and it was just too much of a deficit for Barnesville to overcome. And then they would go on the road and take care of business in Glenwood, Minnesota. That is about a 15-mile drive south of Alexandria, where they would embarrass the Minnewaska area Lakers at home by the final score of 79-38. That brings them into today's game against the DGF Rebels. The Barnesville Trojans, QRF ranking 58.9. The Rebels QRF ranking is 89.3. The Barnesville Trojans are ranked 48 out of 126 in Class AA, and the DGF Rebels are ranked 8 out of 126 in Class AA. The Trojans ranked 164 of 412 in the state, and the Rebels ranked 66 of 412 in the state, and that's how these two teams look on paper. We'll get to your Four Hill Farms keys of the game coming up here in a moment on your Barnesville Senex pregame show as it continues after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Ratzo's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzo's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzo's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzo's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzo's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Help transform the Legion on Giving Hearts Day on February 9th. The Barnesville Area Community Fund, along with the City of Barnesville, are raising funds to remodel the American Legion building into a community space in 2023. It'll be available for family events, meetings, birthday parties, wedding receptions, and much more. You can help. Make a financial gift between now and February 9th, and it'll be matched dollar for dollar up to $33,000 thanks to many of our wonderful Barnesville community sponsors. Giving Hearts Day on February 9th. Help transform the Legion. For more information or questions about Giving Hearts Day, contact the Barnesville Area Community Fund at 218-354-2154. All right, welcome back to the Barnesville Sports Arena as we continue on with your Barnesville Senex pregame show here on the Magnitude Sports Network, also with the simulcast on the DGF YouTube channel. So whether you're watching from, we appreciate you tuning in. And I know we got some DGF Rebel faithful watching on the DGF YouTube channel this afternoon. Here as we get ready for the 9-2 DGF Rebels taking on the 7-3 Barnesville Trojans. More on the matchup here in a little bit. Let's take a look at what's coming up here. You can follow us on our social media big four: YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You see the handles there. You can also visit us on our website at magnitudesn.com. And if you go to magnitudesn.com and click on the schedule button, you'll come to this page here, and you'll see that after today's game, for the Rebel fans, we have another boys game for you coming up here on Thursday, or on Monday, I should say, as the Rebels take on the East Grand Forks Green Wave, and we'll have that game for you right here on Magnitude Sports. And then a big day on Tuesday as the Yellow Jackets take on Frazee. Barnesville takes on Crookston in girls basketball. DGF takes on Barnesville Barnesville Crookston is boys, and DGF Barnesville is girls. And then we have on the North Dakota side, Josh and Nick will have the Kindred Vikings and the Wyoming Lidgewood Warbirds. And then Thursday, Barnesville and Perham, another big matchup here as Barnesville look to get revenge on that loss earlier in the season to the Perham Yellow Jackets up at the Hive in Perham. We'll have that matchup for you right here from the Barnesville Sports Arena on Thursday as the Trojans take on the Yellow Jackets. Back to wrestling on Friday, and then more basketball, DGF doubleheader, girls versus the Kindred Vikings and the boys versus the Kindred Vikings on Saturday. I'll have the call on both of those for you starting at 1:30 1 week from today, and you can dig deeper into that schedule by going to our website at magnitudesn.com. And once again, you can follow us on our social media big four on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back and take a look at your Four Hill Farms key to the game when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back. The Trojan Takedown Club. It supports Barnesville wrestling on all levels, and it meets on the second Wednesday of each month at Ratzo's Pool Hall in Barnesville. You can support the Barnesville wrestling program by contacting anyone at the Trojan Takedown Club. Choose a bronze or a silver or even a gold sponsorship. If interested in a sponsorship, email TrojanTakedownClub@gmail.com. Do it today.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
All right, welcome back to the Barnesville Sports Arena as we continue on with your Barnesville Senex pregame show. We want to say thanks to our friends at Dean's Bulk Service, as today is a Best for Bucks game, and our game time sponsors, Dean's Bulk Service. Dean's Bulk Service will be donating $50 for every three-pointer that the hometown Barnesville Trojans make in today's game against the DGF Rebels. And once again, we want to thank Dean's Bulk Service. And Dean's Bulk Service says, let's go Trojans. The best for Bucks game, what that is about, it's the Barnesville Education Scholarships for tomorrow, also known as BEST, is run through the Barnesville Area Community Fund and awards Barnesville High School seniors scholarships each year. So for every three-pointer the Barnesville Trojans make tonight, or this afternoon, Dean's Bulk Service will donate $50 to the Best for Bucks Scholarship Fund. Last night, the Lady Trojans hit a total of 11 three-pointers. And now, so that's our challenge. Like, I was told in an email that somebody, and I won't reveal the who, promised 9 three-pointers tonight. I'm going to say this. The bar was set last night. If the Barnesville boys don't make at least 12 three-pointers, then they're going to have some explaining to do to the Lady Trojans basketball team. So I'm just gonna keep it right that. We're going to have the counter up on our scoreboard, and we're going to keep track and see if the boys can outdo the Lady Trojans 11 three-pointers from last night. So, your Four Hills Farms keys of the game. That's coming up here in 30 seconds on the Magnitude Sports Network. All right, welcome back to the Barnesville Sports Arena. Time now for your Four Hill Farms keys to the game. We'll start with the DGF Rebels, and that is going to be feed the post. And what I mean by that is they got height. There's only 2 guys on this team that stand under 6 feet something. Everybody else is 6 feet something or more. 6 feet 0 all the way up to, I believe, 6'7" is 6'6" is the tallest guy. So, I mean, they got, and don't let the height fool you. The DGF can still shoot the 3, but if they feed that post, that is going to be very helpful for them in this game. They also want to control the pace. If this thing turns into a track meet where Barnesville gets a lot of open looks at 3s, that might play in Barnesville's favor. And so they're going to want to, they don't have to slow it down too much, but they're probably going to want to slow it down just a little bit. And then finally, be a rebel. Take the ball away and don't give it up. In other words, don't foul and limit your turnovers and get the, because every extra opportunity that Barnesville gets off a potential turnover that they can turn into points is going to be trouble for the DGF Rebels this afternoon. And for the Barnesville Trojans, we're going to start with don't be a rebel. Don't get into foul trouble because, yeah, they can feed the post and get points down low, but they can also hit free throws. Any wide open look or semi-open look at the basket for the Rebels, 9 out of 10 times is going to result in points in this game here. Force the outside shooting. The DGF three-point game is good, but I think the Barnesville three-point game is a little bit better. So force that outside shooting and then twinkle the twine from 19-9 early and often. 19-9 is how far it is from the three-point stripe. National anthem now, your starters in a couple seconds.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. All right, welcome back. Your starting lineups now. Starting with the DGF Rebels.
Number 10, Owen Leach. Number 15, Austin Anderson. And number 30, Grant Anderson. The Rebels are coached by Mike Clark. Assistant coaches are Robbie Strand and Aiden Leach.
All right, and those are your starters for the DGF Rebels. The 5'9", the 6-foot senior guard number 2, Carson Steichen. The 6'1", senior guard number 3, Drew Sheely. 6'6", senior guard number 10, Owen Leach. The 6-foot junior guard number 15, Austin Anderson. And the 6'5", senior forward number 30, Grant Anderson. And now your starters for the Barnesville Trojans.
Number 2, a 6-foot sophomore, Gavin Moultrie. Number 40, a 6'3" senior, Wyatt Suter. Number 10, a 6'4" senior, Owen Little. And finally, number 15, a 6'3" senior, Tay Zinniger.
All right, and those are your starters for the Barnesville Trojans. 5'11" junior guard number 1, Zach Bredman. The 6-foot sophomore guard number 2, Gannon Ballgreen. The 6'3" senior forward number 15, Tate Iniger, and the 6'3" senior forward number 40, Wyatt Suter. And those are your starters for the Barnesville Trojans. And that'll do it for your Barnesville Senex pregame show. We'll put 18 minutes onto the clock and get ready for this varsity afternoon matinee. That's what I like to call it. I wish most of these games were at 2:30 in the afternoon. That'd be fantastic. I want to say hi to Emerson. Thanks for tuning in, Emerson. Certainly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast today. Taking a wild guess, I think he's probably cheering on the Trojans, but I guess he'll say something if I'm wrong. And we are underway, and it's the DGF Rebels winning the opening tip here at the Barnesville Sports Arena to start this contest between the 9-2 DGF Rebels and the 7-3 Barnesville Trojans. And Tate Iniger gets the first basket of the game. It's 2-0 now in favor of the Barnesville Trojans. Not sure what that 1 was for, but we might have to make an adjustment here on our stats. Oh, that was for turnovers. And they have 2 turnovers already, and that was an air ball over the top, so that goes into the books as a turnover for the DGF Rebels. There's the 3 that rattles in and out. 3 baskets of any kind were hard to come by in the junior varsity game. We'll see if, and so far for DGF, they have not been able to make a shot yet, but it's only been 1 shot, and it's way too early to make that prediction here in this game here. Zach Bredman now has it here on the near corner. 1 dribble right-handed up top for Owen Riddle. Riddle now, Suter swings it into the corner for Gannon Ballgreen. Ballgreen now 2 passes later, back to Bredman. Bredman, high post jumper, in and out, won't go. And an offensive rebound by Suter. Swinging on the corner, Ballgreen inside Iniger. Iniger, and he gets blocked by Owen Leach. A blocked shot results in a new possession here for the DGF Rebels. And a nice job defensively there by Owen Leach. I have to make sure I don't mix up Owen Leach and Owen Riddle. It's speaking of Owens, it's Leach with the basketball right now. And did he step on the line? Yes, he did. That'll be the 3rd turnover of the game here for the DGF Rebels. And that was one of the things we talked about on the pregame show here, is to limit those turnovers. And right now, they are not doing that. And it's a 2-0 lead for Barnesville, but still early in the game. Into the corner for Suter. Quickly around the horn, back over to Bredman. Bredman now, Iniger. Iniger swings it up top. Suter now over to Ballgreen, and Ballgreen inside for Iniger. Iniger gets stripped again. Suter's there for the recovery, and it won't go. And a one-handed, right-handed rebound for Owen Leach. Owen Leach, charge? Yes, it is.
Foul number 10, Owen Leach. His first personal foul, team's first.
15:40 and counting to go now as Bredman brings it over the timeline. Switches hands with his dribble. Now swings it up top. Ballgreen for 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. That is $50 into the Best for Bucks Fund. Thanks to Dean's Bulk Service. 5-0 lead here for the Barnesville Trojans on the Rapsos Hall scoreboard. Rebels working the ball into the paint. They get it outside near corner here for Austin Anderson. He gets double teamed. Now Leach has it. Leach fakes left, goes right on a double team, puts the shot up. It will not go. And Ballgreen got the rebound. And it's going to be another foul here. The first one on Austin Anderson for the DGF Rebels. That's 2 fouls to 0 here for the Barnesville Trojans. Inside 15 minutes to go as Bredman brings it over the timeline here. Once again, that shot clock on your screen is just practice. It's not actually being used in this game. Riddle and catch and shoot. Bredman for a 3 off the front, won't go, and the rebound comes to the Rebels. Owen Leach trying to split defenders and do it himself. Now he'll toss it out here for Steichen. Back to Leach. Leach into a double team. Wide open for a 3. No, he missed it. Out of the hands of Austin Anderson. And now Ballgreen will scramble his way back. And Iniger almost too wide open. Tate Iniger was so surprised at how open he had that he almost traveled. 3 on the way. That one will not rattle in. Out of the hands of Carson Steichen. And now Bredman to Ballgreen. Shuffles, and it's stripped from behind, and it'll stay with Barnesville. Nice defensive play there by Owen Leach. Owen Leach, the tallest player by an inch over Grant Anderson. Anderson 6'5", Owen Leach 6'3". The other, there's 2 Grant Andersons. One of them is 6'5", wearing number 30. The other one is 6'3", wearing number 21. At least I think. Let me look at my rosters here. Yep. Yeah, they have 2 Grant Andersons on the team. So I'll do my best to let you know who is who. Huh. There's a potential that we could have 3 Andersons on the floor for DGF.
Number 10, Owen Riddle. His first personal foul, team's first.
2 of them named Grant, 1 named Austin. – 7-0 lead here for Barnesville. Leach has it on the far side, looking around, puts the ball to the floor, runs into Iniger, and it's taken away by Iniger. And Iniger to the hoop, and he scores, and it's a 9-0 lead with 6 of those 9 scored by Tate Iniger. The other 3, Gannon Ballgreen, depositing $50 into the Best for Bucks fund. And Owen Leach gets the bucket and the first Barnesville foul of the game. And now the DGF Rebel fans can sit down as the Rebels have finally got on the scoreboard.
His first personal foul, team second.
Let's get that counter up here. Once again, the Lady Trojans hit 11 3-pointers last night. So far, the boys are 10 shy of that mark. And now nearly stripped away, and it is stripped away. It's, I think, maybe the first turnover of the game here for Barnesville. Leach for a 3. No, it's in and out, will not go. Quickly down the court, they get it into the hands of Braden Bredman. Bredman over to Ballgreen. Ballgreen up top for Riddle. Riddle back into the corner now. Ballgreen has it again. Ballgreen, Iniger, 20-footer. Swish, he got it! Tate Iniger is on fire here to start this game. That's the second 3-pointer. That another $50 for a total of 100 now into the Best of Bucks funds thanks to our game time sponsor, Dean's Bulk Service. That shot a little bit off the mark. Back the other way now comes Carson Hagen. Hagen quickly to Bredman. Now Riddle in the far corner. Cross court, Iniger. Iniger now here, and another 3 on the way. That one's in. Carson Hagen with a corner deposit of $50 into the Best for Bucks fund thanks to Dean's Bulk Service. And it is 15-2 as the Barnesville Trojans have taken control early and the Rebels want to talk it over. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. The Trojan Takedown Club. It supports Barnesville wrestling on all levels, and it meets. All right, we'll make it up to the Barnesville Takedown Club. It was a 30-second, not a 60-second timeout, I guess, so 15-2. And Tate Iniger has scored all but 6 of those. Here's Owen Leach. Double teamed at the moment, tries to split the defenders and turns it over. And back the other way comes Zach Bredman. Bredman to the hoop, and he draws the foul. He'll earn a trip to the Barnesville Booster Club free throw line.
Fouls on the Rebels, number 20, Brody Friend. His first personal foul, team's third. At the line, shooting free throws for the Trojans, number 1, Zach Bredman. Subbing in for the Rebels, number 4, Makai Legal.
First free throw up and in for Bredman. And that one's also in. 17-2 and a 15-point advantage here for the 7-3 Barnesville Trojans. It's still early though. DGF just probably needs to shake off the rust. Makai Lidl, number 4, into the lineup here for the DGF Rebels, and he'll get the ball. Looking inside. They try a few new faces on the floor here to team up with Owen Leach to see if they can't get themselves back into this game. But the Barnesville defense has been super tough, and he'll take it off the knee of Bredman, and it'll remain. DGF basketball here with 11:09 to go. If this was next year, they would have 5 to shoot off this inbounds pass, but it's not next year yet. They'll lob it into the backcourt to Owen Leach. Leach to the hoop, and he scores. 11-4, Carson Hagen responds down the other end. Carson Hagen with 5 points now. Rebels in trouble early here. Down 19-4. I don't think anybody, I know I certainly didn't expect this one. I want to say hi to Anna. And I have a feeling that she's cheering for multiple people on this particular game. I don't have a feeling. I'm smart enough to know that. They'll lob it into Leach, into the backcourt. 10:35 and counting to go here in the first half. 19-4 with the basketball there is Landon Johnson. Let me make sure I got that right. Yep, Landon Johnson. The three-pointer's up and in. Owen Leach now has 7 points. And Hagen will try for a three. Swish, he got it. Carson Hagen has deposited $100 on his 2 3-pointers into the Best for Bucks scholarship program thanks to Dean's Bulk Service. And a turnover, here comes Tate Inniger and company. Suter into the corner, and that is Ethan Larson. And now back to, I couldn't see who that was. That was Hagen who had it. And the missed shot will result in a rebound for DGF, and Leach will bring it up the court. Crosses the timeline with 9:40 to go. Leach will pull up for 3. That's too strong. And the Barnesville Trojans will bring it back. Zach Bredman one-on-one. He will get the blocking foul. It's a foul, the 4th one on the Rebels.
Foul on the Rebels, number 15, Austin Anderson. His second personal foul.
And apparently Barnesville has 3 fouls, and I forgot to tap the button last time, so. Carson Hagen will go to the line, or Zach Bredman, excuse me, will go to the line to shoot 2. First one on the way, and too strong.
Subbing in for the Rebels, number 2, Carson Steichen, number 3, Drew Shealy, and number 30, Grant Anderson.
Carson Steichen, Drew Shealy, and Austin Anderson check into the lineup for DGF. Second free throw. Yes. 3 for 4, 75% from the Barnesville Booster Club free throw line here for Zach Bredman. And that's also the team numbers. He's the only one to take free throws in this game so far. And a travel, or a foul. Looked like he traveled, but somebody else called a foul, I guess. So that'll be the 4th team foul. Ethan Larson picks up his first. 9:12 to go here. See if we can catch our clock up here before they inbound it. That shot missed everything. Rebound by Grant Anderson, and
fouls on the Trojans. Number 11, Carson Hagen. His first personal foul, team's 5th. At the line, shooting free throws for the Rebels. Number 30, Grant Anderson.
So Carson Hagen picks up his first. It's the team's 5th. And at the free throw line is Grant Anderson. And that one rattles in and out.
Subbing in for the Rebels, number 11, Ben McCarr.
Second free throw is also off, and DGF struggling to get points here. They're going to need to turn that around quickly here. Otherwise, this one's going to get away from him quickly. And a foul away from the ball on DGF. Both teams have 5 fouls now. And it's the first one on Grant Anderson for the DGF Rebels. Catch and shoot, Hagen for 3, that one's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Landon Johnson. Johnson now to Sheely. Sheely into the corner, Steichen for 3, no, that's off the mark. Offensive rebound, Sheely gets it back. Sheely dribbling around, Anderson up top, Anderson to the high post, tried to behind the back pass and turned it over. And Hagen will bring it back here for the Trojans. Long 3, that one is not gonna go in, and the rebound comes down to Landon Johnson. Quickly up court, Sheely will try for a triple. Yes, he got it. Drew Sheely with 3 to match his jersey number, and it's 23-10. The DGF Rebels have cracked into double digits now, but still trail by double digits at 13. With 8 minutes to go here on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard. And that one, a little stutter step, and missed that one too much on it. That 3 missed everything as well. That'll go into the books as a turnover since he didn't hit the rim or the net, and Inniger will pick it up. Now Bredman with it. Bredman hands it off for Suter. Suter into the paint and scores!
Trojans passing by number 40, Wyatt Suter.
First points of the day for Wyatt Suter, and that's the 16th foul.
Number 2, Carson Steichen.
Carson Steichen picks up his first.
Subbing in for the Rebels, number 10, Owen Leach.
Leach will come in, Grant Anderson out.
For the Trojans,
And also
number 2,
Landon Johnson out, and I think Ben Lepard is in now for DGF. It's Wyatt Suter at the free throw line, and no. Wyatt Suter stays at 2 points. Rebels will work it around. Brody Friend, the number 20, into the lineup here. Spinning around is Sheely. He cannot get that one to go. And battling for the loose ball. Last touch by Inniger. He'll stay with the Rebels.
subbing in for the Trojans, number 4, Braden Bredman.
Into the backcourt there. The inbounds pass will go to Brody Friend. Friend to Leach now. Leach into the corner there for Steichen. Steichen on the baseline, pops it out. Nice feed. Sheely with a wide open look, and he buries it. That's his second 3, the third 3 of the day for the DGF Rebels, and now Inniger has it. Inniger, pass intercepted. That's, I think, only the second turnover for Barnesville in this game. Leach will try for a 3, and he buries it. Owen Leach now with 10 points of the team's 16. He has 6 of those 10 from behind the arc. Here's Gannon Ballgreen. Ballgreen now Riddle. Riddle dribbles and lost the ball. Another turnover, and quickly up court, it's Sheely, and he scores. And now a timeout called by Barnesville as Owen Leach on a couple of baskets gets to 10, and Drew Sheely on a couple of baskets gets to 8. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. The Trojan Takedown Club. It supports Barnesville Wrestling on all levels, and it meets on the second Wednesday of each month at Ratsos Pool Hall in Barnesville. You can support the Barnesville Wrestling program by contacting anyone at the Trojan Takedown Club. Choose a bronze or a silver or even a gold sponsorship. If interested in the sponsorship, email trojantakedownclub@gmail.com. Do it today. All right, welcome back to the Barnesville Sports Arena. Mike Mason with you here on Magnitude Sports as the Barnesville Trojans clinging right now to a 25-18 lead as DGF tries to chip away, and they've been doing a good job at it here on the last 3 possessions and 3 or 4 trips down the court here. Barnesville got out to a big start, and now they've slowed down a little. We'll see if they can pick it back up. Ballgreen, 22-footer, it's in! Dannon Ballgreen has now deposited $50 additional into the Best for Bucks scholarship program thanks to Dean's Bulk Service. That one off the mark. Offensive rebound and a foul.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 10, Owen Riddle. Second personal foul, team 6. At the line, shooting free throws for the Rebels, number 10, Owen Leach.
Both teams have 6 fouls now, as Leach connects on the free throw. And he has 11 points now.
Number 1, Zach Bredman.
He had 2 twos. He had 2 threes. And now, if he makes this one, the pattern will move into 2 free throws. So 2, 2, and 2 on 2-point baskets, 3-point shots, and now free throws. And he has 12 points off those 6 cracks at the basket. 28-20 our score. Iniger gets it to Ballgreen. Ballgreen pumps it back out for Bredman. Bredman scurrying around in the paint. Ballgreen comes away with a loose ball. DGF fans wanted to travel, but from my vantage point up here, it certainly didn't look like a travel to me. Ballgreen is in the corner. Now Bredman has it. Bredman looking for Iniger, got tipped away, and Sheely picks up the loose ball. Sheely will give it up to Leach. Leach will bring it over the timeline. 5 minutes to go. Leach spins, and it's a foul.
Foul on the Trojans, number 10, Owen Riddle. His 3rd personal foul, team 7. At the line, shooting free throws for the Rebels, number 10, Owen Leach.
And substitutions for both teams here after the Leach free throw. 2 for 2 on his last trip to the line, and I was not afraid to say that. He's a really good free throw shooter, so I highly doubt that I can give him an announcer's jinx. And switch. Shaquille O'Neal could learn a few things from Owen Leach on free throws. Nice pass. Oh, and he traveled. I don't know if he got maybe partially tripped up or what the case may have been, but Mandeville made a move that I think the travel was better than the alternative, which certainly looked like a potential injury on the horizon there with the way he stutter stepped on that possible imaginary trip. Nice job by Anderson, but he left it a little short. Back the other way comes Bredman quickly, right down the middle, and he scores and
Number 1, Zach Bredman. Basket's good. Fouls on the Rebels, number 10, Owen Leach. His 2nd personal foul, team 7. Subbing in for the Trojans, number 15, Tate Iniger.
30-22 our score.
And for the Rebels, number 15, Austin Anderson.
So chance for the and one here for Zach Bredman. And it rolls off. He misses it, but an offensive board and now a foul.
Fouls on the Rebels, number 20, Brody Friend.
Brody Friend, his 2nd. That's the 8th team foul.
Number 24, Isaac Mandeville.
Isaac Mandeville. First trip to the line, and he connects. 31-22, a chance to get a 10-point lead here if he can connect on the second one. Mandeville in and out, won't go. And the rebound comes down to DGF. 4:30 to go here in the first half. There's Anderson into the corner there for Austin Anderson. And now Steichen with it. Runs into a double team, and it's intercepted by Mandeville. Mandeville up court, Gannon Ballgreen nearly lost it, dribbles it out to the corner. Did he step on the line? I think he did. It's going to go in the books as a Barnesville turnover. .4:12 to go as he picks up the ball. It's Steichen with it. Anderson. Oh, wait, check that. That was Brody Friend, excuse me. And Sheely lost it. And a foul or a travel? It's a foul. Team foul number 8. I believe it's going on Redmond.
Number 2,
Nope. Gannon Ballgreen will get charged with his second. And Drew Sheely, first time to the line tonight. And now it won't go. 3:48 to go here as Redmond brings it up the court for the Trojans. Ballgreen. And fires it back over, and he lost it. Steichen will bring it up court here, the 6-foot senior for the Rebels. Being guarded by Iniger. Fires it over here for Austin Anderson. Now up top to Sheely. Sheely dumps it off for Steichen. Steichen into the post there for Grant Anderson. And it's a travel. The basket does not count. It is a travel. And a turnover. Ballgreen. Over to Bredman. Now back up top, back to Ballgreen. Ballgreen, a couple of dribbles, cross court. Carson Hagen with a catch and shoot three. That's off the mark. It will not go. Rebound swatted out up top. Loose ball over the timeline. Picked up by Gannon Ballgreen. Ballgreen with a behind the back pass and one. He scored. Oh my goodness. Give the assist to Gannon Ballgreen on that.
The second personal foul, team's 9.
Piece of beauty right there.
Brandon Brennan, number 40, Wyatt Suter. So for the Rebels, number 10, Owen Leach.
Tate Iniger scores, has a chance for the three-point play. It's up by 11 right now, and he makes it. Trojans have only missed 2 free throws here in this first half, and that's going to be key as we head into half number 2. Here's Steichen with it. Down low for Leach. Leach, cross-court pass, floats it up, won't go. And the rebound comes down to Zach Bredman. 2:40 to go here in the first half. Now Iniger into the corner. Thought about it for a second, skips the pass in for Suter. Back out top for Bredman. Redmond will go back up top. Turnaround inside the free throw line. Won't go. Leach gets a rebound. And there's going to be a foul charged here to Braden Bredman.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 4, Braden Bredman.
So it marched all the way down there for free throws. And it'll be Owen Leach going to the line.
For the Rebels, number 10, Owen Leach.
A perfect 4 of 4 so far this afternoon. And now he misses. I guess I can give him an announcer's change. That's his first miss of the night, or the afternoon, I should say. Oh, and tip out of bounds. He'll stay with Barnesville. Down to 2:08 to go here. side here for Bredman. Bredman passes it to Brady Bredman, but it's turned over. Back the other way, DGF has numbers. Sheely stripped away, and it's going to be a foul. A foul on the Barnesville Trojans will put the Rebels into double bonus.
Teams 10. At the line, shooting free throws for the Rebels, number 3, Drew Sheely.
And the first one's up and in.
Coming in for the Trojans, number 11, Carson Hagan.
Hagan comes back in, and that puts Ballgreen on the sideline for a breather. And he makes the second one. .154 and counting to go. Braden Bredman gets it down to Suter. Cross court here for Zach Bredman. Bredman inside, Inniger at the high post. Back out to Bredman. Thought about the three. Gets by Leach, and the pass to Suter was intercepted. And another turnover. And DGF with a chance to cut into this 10-point deficit with 90 seconds to go. That 3-2, not too much on that one. And a foul, I believe, on DGF. I was looking down for a second.
Fouls on the Rebels. Number 30, Grant Anderson. His third personal foul. Teams 10. At the line.
So 10 fouls per side now.
Number 1, Zach Bredman.
Zach Bredman. Misses.
Subbing in for the Rebels, number 20, Brody Friend.
He made 3 of his first 4. And now he's missed 2 of his last 3. Not that one. Here's Steichen. Now 2 passes later, it's Sheely. Back in the corner, Steichen for a 3. No, in and out won't go. And the rebound comes down to Zach Bredman with a nice behind the back move. Gets it into Suter, what a pass! Assist to Zach Bredman. And back the other way, Austin Anderson. Now up top there for Brody Friend. Over to Sheely, back to Anderson. Anderson, right-handed dribble. Trying to get it in, Inniger knocks it away. 53.3 seconds to go. And they'll loft it into the backcourt for Sheely. Sheely to Friend. Friend back to Sheely. Nice pass, but he got rejected by the rim. And Carson Hagan brings it back the other way. Hagan, bounce pass, back inside. Suter, now corner 3. Braden Bredman hits it. Braden Bredman deposits $50 on a corner 3 into the Best for Bucks run. Thanks to our game time sponsor, Dean's Bulk Service. 18 minutes to go. That's 6 3-pointers now for the Trojans. Owen Leach muscles his way to the basket and scores. 5 seconds to go. 1 more 3 before the half. Can they get it? No, they cannot. And they cannot get the 2-point shot either. And that'll bring us to halftime with the Barnesville Trojans 40 and the DGF Rebels 26. We'll add up some numbers, come back with your halftime show right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. All right. I believe this is a jazz routine from the dancers of Sue's Dance Studio right here in Barnesville. let you enjoy the entertainment as
Great job, dancers. Sue's Dance Studio is located right across the street from Barnesville High School and offers dance classes for students 3 years old through seniors in high school. Thanks again, Sue's Dance Studio, for the halftime entertainment.
All right, let's take a look at your halftime team numbers here, brought to you by Ratzel's Pool Hall in Barnesville. The Trojans shooting 14 of 23 with 11 of those 23 attempts coming from behind the arc, and they've connected on 6 of them. They are also 6 of 11 from the Barnesville Booster Club free throw line. They committed 10 fouls, turned the ball over 10 times here. For the Rebels, 8 of 25 shooting with 13 of those 25 attempts from behind the three-point arc. And they've connected on 4 of those 13 three-pointers. They are 6 of 10 from the free throw line. 10 fouls and turned the ball over 9 times. So in a majority of those categories, things are pretty much even right now, with the exception of the current score. So that's a look at your halftime stats, brought to you by Ratzel's Pool Hall here in Barnesville. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with, well, actually, let's keep it here, and let's give you updated numbers. Only 2 players have scored for DGF, 16 for Owen Leach, 10 for Drew Sheely. And then over on the Barnesville side, it is 6 for Zach Bredman, 6 for Gannon Ballgreen, 3 for Braden Bredman, 8 for Carson Hagan, 1 for Isaac Manville, 4 for Wyatt Suter, and your leader right now is Tate Integru with 12. And you add those all up, that comes to 40. 40-26 in favor of Barnesville at the halftime mark. We'll take a timeout, and we'll come back with the second half here in about 5 minutes on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart Pharmacy and Hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street and get your family prepared for winter. All the essentials, shovels, sleds for the kids, furnace filters, boots, gloves, ice melt, and get free delivery when you purchase 10 or more bags. Don't forget, Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your Valspar Paint headquarters. Barnesville Drug and Hardware. Give them a like and follow on Facebook. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. Newell will set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen kick, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point, and they get the serve back. Quest works out of the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the neck of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
Intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
Sweet chaos. Delightfully disruptive.
Budget Blinds, based in Detroit Lakes, serving Perham, Fergus Falls, and Park Rapids, is celebrating its 30th anniversary. Whether you need blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, check out the entire inventory online, budgetblinds.com. Also, schedule a consultation on the website. Have more questions? Give them a call, 218-206-9599. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for custom window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit online, budgetblinds.com.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
All right, welcome back as we get ready for half number 2 here at the Barnesville Sports Arena between the Trojans and the Rebels. Those watching on Magnitude Sports and for those watching on the DGF YouTube channel, we certainly appreciate you tuning in. Trojans need 5 more to match, 6 more three-pointers to beat the Lady Trojans last night, who had 11. And for every three-pointer the Trojans make, it's $50 into the Best for Bucks fund, thanks to our game time sponsor, Dean's Bulk Service. So 6 three-pointers have been scored. That's a $300 donation up to this point. And somebody in an email said they guaranteed at least 9 threes in this game. But the Lady Trojans said, hey, why don't you try and get 11? Could that be number 7? It is! Zach Redmond has 9 points now, and that's another $50 into the Best for Bucks fund, thanks to our game time sponsor, Dean's Bulk Service. So now the Barnesville Trojans just need 4 more to tie and 5 to pass the Lady Trojans from last night. That's Drew Sheely with the basket. Sheely now at 12 points. On the baseline there is Riddle, and now Inniger with a quick pass down to Ballgreen. Out for another 3, and he hits it! Zach Redmond, back-to-back threes on back-to-back possessions. And it's Zach Redmond 6 and the Rebels 0 here in half number 2. And that'll be a slap. That'll stop the clock here. And we have our first foul of the second half. That will be charged to the Rebels, or to the Trojans, excuse me. It's the first on Zach Redmond. Free throw up and in for Grant Anderson. That's his first point of the game. And now he has 2. Iniger, Ballgreen for a 3. Yes, he got it. Then Ballgreen with another 3. He has 9 points, all from behind the arc. And that is 9 threes for the Trojans. That was the original promise. And that's another $50 into the Best for Bucks Scholarship Fund, thanks to our game time sponsor, Dean's Bulk Service. Here's Sheely with it, now Leach. Leach fires it off for Anderson. Anderson back to Steichen for a 3, and he got it. Drew Carson Steichen with the 3. That's his first points of the game. 49-33, 15-44 and counting. Here's Riddle with the basketball. Riddle up top, Iniger fires it over to Bredman. Now on this baseline, it's Suter, and the short jumper misses everything. They'll go into the books as a turnover. 3-pointer from Sheely, and he got it. 13-point difference, 49-36. Here's Bredman with a floater, left it a little bit short. Nicked the very front of the rim. Here's Owen Leach. He'll pull up for a triple. Yes, he got it. And a timeout with 15:02, and the DGF fans below us to the left and right are on their feet, and they are loud here. And give them credit, and the DGF student section is packed as well. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. All right, welcome back. Inbounds pass comes to Gannon Ballgreen. We've seen 6 3-pointers in just the second half, and we're only 3 minutes into it. And that pass is kicked by Anderson out of bounds. It'll remain Barnesville basketball as Suter tried to feed a pass into the paint. So, and substitution.
Number 4, Brandon Bredman.
So that's the explanation for the double whistle here. Ballgreen will take the inbounds pass from the baseline after a DGF substitution. So 3 whistles and no action, 2 of them for substitutions, and now the 4th one will allow us to play. Ballgreen, catch and shoot, and it's off the front of the edge of the rim, but an awesome offensive rebound. And now Braden Bredman has it, over to Iniger, now Ballgreen. Ballgreen against Steichen, that's 2-on-2, and a travel. .38 to go in a 10-point basketball game. And number 10, Owen Leach, will bring it over the timeline. Now Sheely. Sheely nearly lost the dribble, hands it off there for Austin Anderson. Now Steichen back over to Sheely. Sheely left, now right on a double team, and to the hoop, and it rolls around and out, and Ballgreen gets the rebound. Up the court now comes Zach Bredman. Zach Bredman will back up. Bredman, cross-court pass, Ballgreen. Ballgreen up top, Iniger. Looked at Riddle, didn't make the pass. Iniger will keep it. Now find Ballgreen, 14:03 and counting to go. Ballgreen, he will, thought for a moment he was gonna tee it up for a 3. Here's Owen Riddle. He had some space, but the ball was stripped. It's out of bounds, and it's off the Barnesville Trojan and back to the DGF Rebels.
Number 11, Carson Hager.
13:51 to go. Leach with the basketball. Brody Friend, 4-3, out the front of the iron, won't go. Leach with the loose ball rebound. Back out near side here for Austin Anderson. That 3 is also off the mark. And then the offensive rebound is off. And a battle for it. What's the call? They're going to call a foul on Tate Iniger.
Foul on the Trojans, number 15, Tate Iniger. His first personal foul, team second. Subbing in for the Rebels, number 22, Landon Johnson.
And they'll loft it back to Leach. Leach comes back. He'll just drive right to the hoop. And he scores!
Rebels basket, number 10, Owen Leach. Fouls on the Trojans, number 10, Owen Riddle. His fourth personal foul, team's third.
And Owen Riddle's picked up his fourth.
12, Ethan Larson.
Riddle will go out. Ethan Larson will come in. Owen Leach to the free throw line. He is 4 or 5 from the charity stripe today. Leach free throw in. Missed one in the first half, missed none so far on one attempt here in half number 2. 13-11 to go. Three, number 10 is off the front of the rim, and number 10 gets the rebound. Leach, now Sheely. Sheely spinning, and it's going to be a charging foul. Wow, I don't know about that one, to be honest with you. That's his first. And it's the team's first of the second half. And we'll have it looks like Drew Sheely's gonna have to go out and get a new jersey. So Drew Sheely is gonna be playing in jersey number 5 from this time forward, as there may have been some blood on that previous jersey.
Subbing in for the Trojans, number 1, Zach Bregman.
So Drew Sheely will stay on the bench for the moment. He had to take off his jersey, and now he's going to be wearing jersey number 5 from this point forward in the game. "13 minutes to go. And a pass inside for Bredman, lost it, stays with Barnesville. DGF fans saying no way, but it'll be Barnesville basketball. They'll get it into Ball Green in the near corner. Ball Green back into the corner there for Bredman. Bredman now feeds it for Hagen over to Iniger. Iniger looks left, dribbles right, backs it up. Hagen now drives the baseline. Pass across the paint to Ball Green. Ball Green passes it for Braden Bredman. He traveled. He tried to pump fake and get the defenders to commit. They didn't. Then he shuffled his feet and the whistle came. Seven-point game now as DGF gets closer and closer. With the ball is Austin Anderson. Now Steichen. Steichen gets it to Landon Johnson. Johnson spinning around at the high post. Back out to Anderson. That's Austin. Steichen has it. Now Leach. Leach fades away at the high post. Too strong. Rebound comes down to Braden Bredman, and the pass is intercepted by Leach. Leach one-on-one, now one-on-two to the hoop and scores, and no foul. All of a sudden, it's a 5-point game, 49-44. Braden Bredman to Hagen to Iniger. Iniger up top. Zach Bredman, now Gannon Ball Green, 4-3, left it short. And the rebound comes to Iniger. Iniger up top here for Zach Bredman. Now Ball Green has it again. Or no, I'm sorry, that's Carson Hagen, and he scores. 11:24 and counting. Hagan now into double digits with 10. Owen Leach with it. Leach down to the baseline, needs some help. Up top there for Landon Johnson. He'll pull up from outside the free throw line and miss. And Zach Bredman with the rebound. Bredman quickly up court, gets it to Hagan in the near corner. Now Iniger quickly over to Ballgreen. Ballgreen runs into a double team. It's popped out of his hands. It'll stay with Barnesville.
Subbing in for the Trojans, number 40, Wyatt Suter. And for the Rebels, number 4, Makai Legal. And number 5, Drew Sheely.
6-foot junior guard, number 4, Makai Legal into the lineup here for DGF. And there was one other substitution too. And it was Drew Sheely, now wearing, no, I'm sorry, not Drew Sheely. Yes, it was Drew Sheely. Sheely now wearing number 5 instead of number 3. Barnesville trying to work it around the perimeter here. Zach Bredman, Suter, Hagan. Hagan hands it off for Ballgreen. Ballgreen for Suter. Suter gets rejected by Owen Leach, and I think there's a foul. Owen Leach kind of laughing about that one. It looked like all ball from up here, but they're going to call him with a foul.
Foul on the Rebels, number 10, Owen Leach. His third personal foul, team second. At the line, shooting free throws for the Trojans, number 40, Wyatt Suter.
So that'll send Wyatt Suter to the free throw line. Suter 0 for 1 and now 0 for 2.
Subbing in for the Trojans, number 15, Tate Iniger. And for the Rebels, number 30, Grant Anderson.
Grant Anderson in for DGF, Tate Iniger in for Barnesville. 51-44, and Wyatt Suter missed the first, and he makes the second.
Subbing in for the Rebels, number 2, Carson Steichen.
10:35 to go here in the second half. Steichen has it. Sheely gets it to Leadall. And now Anderson up against Suter, and that's too strong. Leadall with the rebound and a whistle. It's a foul on Barnesville, team 4, but who's it on?
Fouls on the Trojans, number 2, Gannon Ballgreen.
Gannon Ballgreen picks up his 4th personal. He will come out, Ethan Larson will come in. And they'll lob it in the backcourt for Leadall. Leadall back over to Anderson. Anderson swings into the hands of Austin Anderson. That was Grant to Austin. And now Leadall with it. Leadall inside for Grant Anderson. And now Steichen. No, that's off the mark. Iniger with the rebound. 3-on-2 back the other way. And Iniger blocking foul. Iniger will go to the Barnesville Booster Club free throw line.
Fouls on number 5, Drew Sheely.
And Drew Sheely picks up his second.
Free throws for the Trojans, number 15, Tate Iniger.
Iniger now missed. He was perfect until then. Iniger look to rebound here, and he does. Makes 1 of 2. Puts his team up by 9.
Foul on number 2, Carson Steichen.
Okay, so they charged the last foul to Carson Steichen and not Drew Sheely. So Sheely has 1 foul instead of 2. Steichen has 2 fouls instead of 1. Sheely, Steichen, corner 3. Got it! Give the assist to Sheely on that 3 by Steichen. 6-point ball game, 53-47. Here's Ethan Larson, and it's a foul on Austin Anderson.
Fouls on the Rebels, number 15, Austin Anderson. His third personal foul, team score. Subbing in for the Rebels, number 10, Owen Leach.
Both teams have 4 fouls now.
4, Braden Brennan.
Zach Bredman fades away off to the right side. The rebound there to Sheely. 9 minutes and change to go here. Here's Owen Leach. Steichen, corner 3. Got it! Back-to-back threes for Carson Steichen. And it's a 3-point basketball game, 53-50. Bredman, Iniger, lost it, and it goes back to DGF. And DGF has a chance to pull within 1 or possibly tie. 53-50 Barnesville on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard. Leach with the ball, high to the outside, drives down to the baseline, looking for some help, gets it to Steichen. Steichen will drive the baseline to the hoop, rolls off the rim, and the loose ball rebound picked up by Ethan Larson. Larson will get it to Iniger, and the Barnesville Trojans will look to add to their 3-point lead. Zach Bredman with the basketball. Here's Suter. Suter hands it off for Larson. Larson over to Iniger. Iniger, Suter, and that's a turnover. Miscommunication there. Coming back is Steichen. Steichen gets it to Grant Anderson. Anderson travels. Yep, that was an easy travel. Anderson getting an explanation from the referee, but yeah, from my vantage point, that was an easy travel. 8:04 and counting to go now here in the second half. Iniger, cross court over to Suter. Suter drives to the baseline, feeds it back out top. Iniger for a 3, that one's off the mark. And it remains a 3-point basketball game. Sheely with it now. Sheely up top. Grant Anderson for the tie. No, he did not get it. Sheely saves it, rolls on the baseline, and it stays with DGF.
And for the Rebels, number 20, Brody Friend.
Brody Friend in, Grant Anderson out. They've locked it into the backcourt on almost every inbounds pass, and they have to do it again this time. Owen Leach with the basketball. Long 2, swish, got it, and the Rebels are within 1. 53-52, can Barnesville hang on? And nearly a turnover, gets it out to Zach Bredman, over and back. The one ref said it was tipped, the other one said it was over and back. I think the over and back call is correct. But the two referees will get together because the one on the near side said it was tipped. And it's going to go to Barnesville, so we'll take the turnover away from Barnesville. So there's somehow they agreed that the ball was tipped. I'm not sure if I agree with that from my vantage point, to be honest with you, but we'll go with that call. Cross court now, that is Braden Bredman, inside for Suter. Suter turns around and cannot get it to go, and Leach is there for the rebound. A chance for the Rebels to take their first lead of the game just inside 7 minutes. Can they get it here on this possession? Leach looking around, dumps it off for Austin Anderson. Back to Leach. Leach being guarded closely by Braden Bredman. Up top for Sheely. Sheely lost the ball. They'll dive for it. Bredman, and it's around, and a jump ball favors DGF. Or is it a foul? I didn't see him put the 2 thumbs up.
Subbing in for the Trojans, number 2, Gannon Ballgreen.
Gannon Ballgreen in. Who's going out? It's Suter who's going out.
Also for the Trojans, number 12, Ethan Larson.
Ethan Larson in as I believe Zach Bredman may have hit his head. And there's a whistle and a timeout taken by DGF. So we'll take one as well. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Newell will set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen kick, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point. They get the serve back. Quest works out of the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the net of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
Intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. Welcome back, 6:32 to go. It's DGF ball out of the DGF timeout. Into the backcourt now for Landon Johnson. Johnson to the high post for Friend. Back to Johnson. Up top for Leach. Leach thought about it. Now he'll pull the trigger inside and leave it a little bit short. And did he get fouled? I think he did.
Foul on the Trojans, number 4, Braden Bredman. His 3rd personal foul. Team Smith.
Gannon Ballgreen needs to be careful. He has 4 fouls, as does Owen Riddle. Riddle on the bench right now, but Ballgreen in. And we have a tie ball game for the first time since 0-0. And the DGF Rebels have their first lead of the game at 54-53. On 2 free throws by Owen Leach. 1 to tie and 1 to take the lead. That 3 is off the mark, and the rebound comes down to the Rebels, and the Rebels have a chance to increase their lead now. 6 minutes to go. Substitutions pending for both teams at the next whistle. Owen Leach to Sheely. Back to Leach. Owen Leach down to the baseline. Puts one up off the top of the backboard. It won't go. Gannon Ballgreen gets the rebound. Back the other way, and the pass is intercepted by Bodie Friend. Friend will give it to Sheely in the backcourt. Once again, Sheely had to switch jerseys earlier. He normally wears number 3, but right now he's wearing number 5. Sheely to the hoop. Will not go. Back the other way now is Braden Bredman. Bredman will slow it down. Get it over to Ballgreen. Ballgreen drives the baseline, floats one up, and it rolls off the rim. Still a 1-point game. Nothing to panic about by not making that shot if you're a Barnesville fan. But you don't want to let DGF get too big of a lead. I'd say the max lead you want to give them is 5. Right now they're up by 1, and a timeout called. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Help transform the Legion on Given Hearts Day on February 9th. The Barnesville Area Community Fund, along with the City of Barnesville, are raising funds to remodel the American Legion building into a community space in 2023. It'll be available for family events, meetings, birthday parties, wedding receptions, and much more. You can help. Make a financial gift between now and February 9th, and it'll be matched dollar for dollar up to $33,000 thanks to many of our wonderful Barnesville community sponsors. Giving Hearts Day on February 9th. Help transform the Legion. For more information or questions about Giving Hearts Day, contact the Barnesville Area Community Fund at 218-354-2154. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. All right, welcome back. 54-53 in favor of DGF, just inside 5 minutes to go. Sheely to Steichen. Steichen sends it over there for Landon Johnson. He'll go down to the baseline and a rollout. And Zach Bredman gets the rebound. A chance for Barnesville to get the lead back. Here's Owen Riddle playing with 4 fouls. So is Gannon Ballgreen. Both 2 and 10 have 4 fouls. Outside, Braden Bredman. And now wide open for a 3. In and out, it will not go. But a rebound by Riddle, that one will not go. A rebound by Tate Inniger, that one will not go. And Inniger with the second opportunity gets it to go. And Inniger gives the Barnesville Trojans the lead back at 55-54. Here's Sheely. That one will not go. Wrestling for the rebound. Jump ball called, and the possession arrow goes to the DGF Rebels with 4:01 to go.
Carson Hager, number 15, Austin Anderson.
We have a short delay in the action here. And they're going to give the ball. Oh, yeah. Okay, so they were discussing that the possession arrow was pointing the wrong way when they awarded the ball to DGF. So the possession arrow will actually favor the Barnesville Trojans. So with a 1-point lead, they get the ball back on a jump ball call with the possession arrow. And here's Zach Bredman. Bredman to the hoop. Well, can't get it to go, but Inniger's there, and it's poked out of his hands, and it's staying with Barnesville. Looking for that inbounds pass. They get it to Carson Hagan. Now Inniger has it. He'll set it up top. Hands it off for Gannon Ballgreen. And now Hagan into the corner for Owen Riddle. Riddle to Hagan. Or Bredman, excuse me. Zach Bredman down low. Gannon Ballgreen out for Owen Riddle. Riddle almost lost the pass. Up top, Gannon Ballgreen. He thought about it. Now back to Owen Riddle. He'll try a 3. That was too strong and it will not go. Rebound tipped around out of bounds. It's stay with Barnesville, and it does. Pretty sure that I saw a white jersey touch it last, and it turns out that my eyeballs are not failing me. .318 inbounds pass to Hagan. Now Ballgreen has it. 3:14 and counting to go. Ballgreen will back up. He'll get a screen from Inniger as he tosses it off to Bredman. Bredman being guarded closely there by Austin Anderson. Bredman with a short 2, too hard. Battles for the rebound. Ballgreen got it. Ballgreen has it again on the baseline to the hoop. And he tips it out to Inniger on his own missed shot. Inniger nearly stolen away. It's going to be a reach-in foul. Team foul number 5. Both teams have 5 fouls now. And we have a timeout. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the next 2:41 and 30 or 60. They just said full timeout. So we'll be back in about 45 seconds here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street. Get everything you need for your home. Smoke alarms, thermometers, Ethernet, coax cable, And maybe a little something for your kitchen. Baking goods, paper supplies, toasters, coffee pots, griddles, and stove and oven accessories. Don't forget that Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your Valspar Paint headquarters. Barnesville Drug and Hardware. Give them a like and follow on Facebook. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. All right, welcome back. 2:41 to go. Inbounds pass comes to Ball Green. 1 point game. It's been a 1 point game for about the last 3 to 4 minutes here. And in that 3 to 4 minutes, we've only had 2 lead changes. Iniger spins, can't get it to go. Grant Anderson with the rebound. He'll slow it down, give it to Leach. 2:20 and counting to go. Leach will bring it up the court. Riddle, Leach scores, and it's another lead change. It's 56-55 in favor of DGF. 2 more for Leach. Iniger for a 3 that bounces out. And who's it going to go to? DGF. DGF will get it off the missed 3 out of bounds. 2 minutes, 1 second to go here in regulation. Will we have a winner in the next minute 58? Nearly poked away there by Riddle. Sheely for a 3-pointer! Drew Sheely gets it, and that could spell trouble. 4 points. Here's Ball Green outside. Can they respond? No, they cannot. They'll battle for the rebound. Iniger's there. Did they call a foul on Iniger? I think they might have. No, it was a timeout. Or let's see here. Are they still going to call a foul? Yes, they are going to call a foul. Looking for the. Just waiting to see on the scoreboard here. No, they did not call a foul. Iniger has 3, Iniger has 1 foul, and that's what I have in the book, and that's what's up there. So, minute 28 to go, and it's 59-55. Drew Sheely hitting a big corner 3 to pattern the DGF lead to 4. Still minute 28 to go, and Barnesville has plenty of time to get those 4 points back. But their 3-point game has kind of fallen off the charts here in the last 7-8 minutes of this ball game. They came out. Matter of fact, we had 6 threes in the first 3 minutes of this second half, and then the 3-point games for both teams basically shut down after that. We've only seen 3 3-pointers in the last 16 minutes of play, where we had 6 3-pointers in the first 3 minutes. So I think I did the math on that. 6 in the first 3, and now 3 in the last 15, not 16 minutes. Leach has the ball, and if the DGF Rebels score a basket here, that might be enough to earn a W. We'll have to find out. Can the Barnesville defense step up and prevent a shot, or maybe even get a turnover? And remember, Riddle and Ball Green both with 5 fouls, and who are they calling this foul on? I know it's on Barnesville, but on who?
Fouls on the Trojans, number 11, Carson Hagan.
Carson Hagan picks up his second. Team 6. And a timeout called by DGF as he was not able to get the ball in. He was reaching that 5-second area. So
timeout taken by the Rebels. Full timeout.
It's a full timeout. We'll take one with them and bring you back for the final minute or so here in a moment.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. 1:08 officially to go here. And the Barnesville Trojans, after leading for about 90% of this game, now trail 59-55. 4 points is the largest lead DGF has ever had in this game. 1:05 and counting. Leach with the ball. 1:02. And a foul. And I believe this one's on Bredman, and if it is, it's his second.
Foul on the Trojans, number 1, Zach Bredman. His second personal foul, team 7. At the line, shooting 1-1 for the Rebels, number 15, Austin Anderson.
.9 seconds. Austin Anderson makes it a 5-point game at 60-55. That's his first points of the game, friends. And he'll miss the second one. Riddle will get the rebound. Riddle and Ballgreen with 4 fouls. They got to be careful here in this final minute. They're down by 5, and that ball's tipped away. Inniger has it, and he goes to the hoop, and he scores! What a move by Tate Inniger to keep the Barnesville Trojans within a possession. And now, jump ball, and that will favor DGF. So if Barnesville, now Barnesville's earned the possession arrow. If they can do that again, they will get the ball back. 36.5. Full court press here by the Trojans. And they'll loft it down here to Grant Anderson. To the hoop. He gets stripped away! And back the other way comes Gannon Ballgreen. With 30 seconds to go, and the Barnesville Trojans are down 3. Inniger back to Ballgreen. 22 seconds. Ballgreen still with it. They don't necessarily need a 3, and a timeout is called by the Barnesville coach, Matt Askegard.
Full timeout.
It is a full timeout. We have 17.5 seconds to go. One more break will bring you back for what might be the conclusion of this one when we return after this. Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. All right, you can find us online, magnitudesn.com, and the 4 social media big ones, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We got 17.5 seconds to go here. It is Barnesville basketball, and they trail by 3. DGF is in the bonus. DGF still has 2 fouls to give before Barnesville would reach the bonus. So we'll see what kind of play Coach Askegard has pulled out of his playbook here for the Barnesville Trojans. Ball Green will deliver the pass up top, Owen Riddle. Ball Green, and a foul is going to be called here on Carson Steichen.
Foul, number 2, Carson Steichen. His 4th personal foul, team 6.
Carson Steichen's now picked up his 4th. They have 1 more to give, 13.5. We'll see if DGF fouls again or not. Ball Green. And the Barnesville getting a few extra seconds here as they forgot to start the clock, and now we have 11 to go. Ball Green, 4-3 off the front of the rim. It won't go, and Leach gets the rebound, and he'll go down to the hoop, and he will get fouled with 1.1 second to go. And if Leach makes 1 free throw, the game is over. If Leach misses this one, Barnesville would have a chance for a rebound and maybe a 3/4 court shot. They have 1.1 second to work with here, but it all depends on the free throw from Leach. And he misses, and he will get 1 more because it was in the act of shooting. So now the biggest free throw of the game and a timeout. Once again, we have 1.1 second remaining on the clock. So the only hope here for Barnesville is that if Leach misses the free throw and they get a rebound, and they're going to have to act quickly. They're not going to have, it's going to have to be a 3/4 court shot. I don't think they can get to half court in 1.1 second. I guess it depends on where the rebound comes out to. If the rebound is missed off to the left or right side on the baseline, they're going to have to throw up a prayer. If the rebound comes off long, maybe to the high post, then maybe they can get it to half court before they have to get the shot off. 1.1 second. That's what you call selling hope if you're a Barnesville fan here. So, like I said, it all comes down to Owen Leach. It's Owen Leach who will decide this game. He'll either make the free throw and win it, or he'll miss the free throw and maybe give Barnesville a chance if DGF cannot get an offensive rebound. But if there's one guy you want at the line in this situation, it is indeed Owen Leach. And that's not to discredit any of the other DGF players, but he's been at the top of his game for a while. That free throw's in, that's going to win the game for DGF. There's no chance here unless they get fouled on a long 3, but they'll go in, and he makes it at the buzzer, and it's a 1-point loss for the DGF Rebels, or for the DGF, or for the Barnesville Trojans. 61-60 is your final score, and the Barnesville Trojans fall a 3-pointer shy of what the Lady Trojans had last night. But with that buzzer-beating 3, that is another $50 into the Best for Bucks Scholarship Fund for a total of $500 thanks to our in-game sponsor, Dean's Bulk Service. A tough loss for Barnesville, but they fall by 1 tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. Let's add up some numbers and come back with a post-game show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Help transform the Legion on Given Hearts Day on February 9th. The Barnesville Area Community Fund, along with the City of Barnesville, are raising funds to remodel the American Legion building into a community space in 2023. It'll be available for family events, meetings, birthday parties, wedding receptions, and much more. You can help. Make a financial gift between now and February 9th, and it'll be matched dollar for dollar up to $33,000 thanks to many of our wonderful Barnesville community sponsors. Giving Hearts Day on February 9th. Help transform the Legion. For more information or questions about Giving Hearts Day, contact the Barnesville Area Community Fund at 218-354-2154. The Trojan Takedown Club. It supports Barnesville wrestling on all levels, and it meets on the second Wednesday of each month at Ratzo's Pool Hall in Barnesville. You can support the Barnesville Wrestling program by contacting anyone at the Trojan Takedown Club. Choose a bronze or a silver or even a gold sponsorship. If interested in a sponsorship, email trojantakedownclub@gmail.com. Do it today.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
All right, your final score here, the DGF Rebels edge out the Barnesville Trojans by the final of 61-60. Barnesville took the lead at 2-0, and they held on to that lead until DGF tied it up at 53 apiece in the second half. DGF tied it on a Owen Leach free throw and took the lead at 54-53 on an Owen Leach free throw. Barnesville came back, scored a bucket to retake the lead at 55-54 a couple possessions later. And then a couple possessions after that, DGF hit a bucket to make it 56-55. And at that point, DGF never gave up the lead. Matter of fact, they had two 4-point leads in the second half, and those were the largest leads of the game for DGF. The largest lead of the game for Barnesville was 13 at one point, like 23 minus 7, 16. 16 was the largest lead of the game for Barnesville, and that was early in the first half when the score was 23-7 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans. But Barnesville led 40-26 at halftime, and DGF outscores Barnesville 35-20 in the second half to obtain a 61-60 victory. The DGF Rebels now improve to 10-2 on the season, while Barnesville falls to 7-4 in a tough loss here on this Saturday matinee game at the Barnesville Sports Arena. Let's go over the individual numbers. We'll take a look at the team numbers here in a little bit as well. For Barnesville, Zach Bredman with 12, Gannon Ballgreen with 9, all 9 of those behind the arc. Braden Bredman with 3, Carson Hagen with 13 scored 8 of those 13 in the first half. 2 early in the second half, and then the three-pointer at the buzzer there to get to his 13 points. 1 for Isaac Mandeville and 5 for Wyatt Suter. And then the leader was Tate Iniger once again with 17 points for his tally today. For the DGF Rebels, they had 5 players in the scorebook. They had Austin Anderson with 1. They had Grant Anderson with 2. Carson Steichen with 9. Hit all 9 of those from behind the arc in the second half. He had 0 in the first half. Drew Sheely had 18, and Owen Leach led the way with 31 points for the DGF Rebels. So Owen Leach with 31 of the team's 61 points. So Owen Leach 31 and the rest of the team 30. The rest of the team 30. So Owen Leach even outscored his teammates by 1 point, if that is of any awesomeness. So that will. Let's go ahead and take a look at the team numbers here, brought to you by Ratzo's Pool Hall. The team stats: Trojans 21 of 47 shooting. They hit 10 of 24 from behind the arc, 8 of 15 from the Barnesville Booster Club free throw line, 17 fouls, turned the ball over 18 times. The Rebels 19 of 51 shooting, with 23 of those 51 attempts coming from behind the arc. They also connected on 10 of those. Free throws, 13 of 19 from the Barnesville Booster Club free throw line, while they committed 16 fouls and turned the ball over just 10 times. But that 10th turnover was almost a big one, because that gave Barnesville an opportunity down 3 at 60-57 to potentially tie the game. And then Barnesville would, after taking about maybe 7 or 8 seconds off the clock, Coach Askegard would call a timeout and try and draw up a plan off the bench, and as well as give his guys a little bit of a breather so that they'd have a little bit more energy to possibly complete that three-point play that they needed. But the three-pointer from Gannon Ballgreen in the far corner would be a little bit off, and the 6'6" Owen Leach would sky up and grab the rebound. And then Owen Leach would get 2 free throws. He'd miss the first one, and then he would make the second one to put the Rebels up 61-57. And with 1.1 second to go, and the only chance for Barnesville was to toss the inbounds pass in, which they did. They got to Carson Hagen, but the nearest DGF Rebel defender was probably about 5-6 feet away, and no DGF player has a wingspan to foul Carson Hagen on that 3 to give the Barnesville Trojans a chance to potentially tie the game at the free throw line with no time on the clock. But that was the only way the Trojans had a chance, as it looked like they were going to fall by 4, 61-57. But as we all saw, Hagen got that 3 at the buzzer, but it just wasn't quite enough. There's no such thing as a 4-point shot, at least not yet. And that's what the Trojans needed, was a shot that doesn't exist at this point in time. So there's a look at your team numbers. Once again, your leaders: Tate Iniger with 17 for Barnesville, and Owen Leach with 31 for the DGF Rebels. Let's take another timeout. We'll come back, select players of the game, and wrap this thing up in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. The final segment of the postgame show is coming up next. Newell will set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen picked, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That holds the Barnesville Trojans within a point. They get the serve back. Inquest works out the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the neck of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
Intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
Welcome back to the Barnesville Sports Arena as we go to the final segment of our post-game show here as the DGF Rebels take a 61-60 victory over the Barnesville Trojans, improving to 10-2 on the season, and Barnesville now 7-4. Let's take a look at what's coming up next here for these two teams. And we'll start with the Barnesville Trojans, or we'll start with the DGF Rebels, actually. And the Rebels, as I mentioned, now 10-2, 7-1 in section, 6-0 in Heart Lakes Conference, and 6-2 when playing on the road. They will go back home for a game on Monday, January 23rd. That's a game you can watch here on Magnitude Sports. They will host the East Grand Forks Green Wave. It's a 7:30 p.m. tip-off on Monday. And then they got back-to-back home games. Matter of fact, they have 3 back-to-back home games. January 26th, they'll square off against the Breckenridge Cowboys. And then on January 28th, the boys will play in Game 2 of a doubleheader where the girls and boys will both play host to the Kindred Vikings from North Dakota Class B Region 1, or at least Region 1 until next year, and then I think they're going to some other region or class. I don't know. The North Dakota has moved to a 3-class system. I think that goes into effect next sports season, but maybe it's the following one. I don't know, but as soon as I figure it out, I'll let you know. But anyway, they're from North Dakota, whatever district or region they're in. They're from North Dakota. It'll be a girls and boys doubleheader. The girls tip off, I believe, at 1 o'clock or 1:30, and then the boys to follow at about 3 o'clock. We'll check that on our upcoming Magnitude schedule here in a moment. And then the DGF boys will have back-to-back North Dakota opponents. After the home game against the Kindred Vikings on January 28th, one week from today, that following Monday, they will go into Fargo to take on the Oak Grove Grovers. And then they come back to Minnesota to wrap up the month of January at the Frazee Hornets, and then they get a rematch at home against the Barnesville Trojans on February 3rd. That rematch can be seen here on Magnitude Sports. Brad Anderson will have the play-by-play on that matchup, while I'll be back here in Barnesville for the girls' Barnesville game against the Osaka Silver Streaks on February 3rd. So that will wrap up January and kick off February here for the DGF Rebels, who once again improved to 10-2 on the season. For the Barnesville Trojans, now 7-4 on the season, they have a home game against Crookston and Perham. Back-to-back home games after today. That's Tuesday and Thursday, January 24th and 26th. They wrap up the month of January with 1 on the road and 1 at home. They go to Wadena to take on the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines on January 30th, and then they're back home against the Monaga Braves on the 31st, and they kick off the month of February with the rematch with the Rebels up in Glyndon. And once again, you can see that game with Brad Anderson on Magnitude Sports, and I believe Brad is doing a radio broadcast on 740 The Fan at the exact same time. So, and we love Brad for the fact that he can do that. Not a whole lot of people can do that, but Brad's one of them who can. So, maybe don't bug him during the game, but after that game is over, maybe during halftime, go to the concession stand and buy him a drink, because he's got a lot of work to do on February 3rd. So keep that in mind. And then the Barnesville Trojans, after the rematch with DGF, will have that's the first game of a 3-game road stretch. DGF at Breckenridge and at Hawley on February 9th and 14th, and then we'll see them again at home on February 16th against Norman County East, Ulen Hitterdal. So that's what's ahead for the Barnesville Trojans. Take a look at what's up here on Magnitude Sports coming up here in the near future. We have DGF and East Grand Forks at 7:30 o'clock on Monday. It's a boys' game, so we'll see if Leach can duplicate his 31-point performance that he got here tonight. And then Barnesville and Crookston, and Perham and Frazee, DGF, Barnesville, and Kindred, Wyndmere Lidgewood. We have 4 basketball games for you. 3 girls and 1 boys game on Tuesday, January 24th. And you can see all 4 of those games here on Magnitude Sports. And then a light day on Thursday as the Barnesville boys will host the Perham Yellow Jackets, a game that Barnesville lost up in Perham. We'll see if they can get one back on the Yellow Jackets here, who only have 1 loss on the year so far. And we'll see if they continue to have 1 loss heading into next Thursday. That 1 loss is thanks to the DGF Rebels. So, and then we return to wrestling on Friday. Perham and Frazee, and then a basketball matchup mixed up between Barnesville and Breckenridge on Friday. And then we'll wrap up next week with that DGF Kindred doubleheader. Once again, 1:30 and 3:30 is what our schedule says. My guess it'll be closer to 1:30 and 3:15 for the girls and boys doubleheader coming up here for the DGF Rebels against the Kindred Vikings. So that should be a fun one. And, well, once again, your final score here, 61-60. It's time to select now your Barnesville Drug and Hardware players of the game. We'll go with one from each side here, and we'll start with Barnesville because that one might have the bigger question mark on it. But it's going to be Tate Iniger. Honorable mention to Zach Bredman, as he certainly helped. He started the second half with a couple of threes, and that really built that 40-26 lead up to 46-26. I think I said earlier they had a 16-point lead. They actually had a 20-point lead at one point. But then at that point, it became DGF's basketball game after those two three-pointers by Zach Bredman. But it was Tate Iniger who had a pretty much even half. He scored 12 of his 17 in the first half. And Carson Hagen's another honorable mention, but our Barnesville Drug and Hardware player of the game is going to go to Tate Iniger, who had a couple of blocked shots, and he muscled his way to a couple of those baskets. He muscled away to a handful of rebounds, and he muscled his way into a handful of jump balls. Some of them went to Barnesville, some of them went to DGF on those possession arrows, but you got to get in there and wrestle it to change the possession arrow into your favor, even if you're not getting the ball. So Tate Iniger will be our Barnesville Drug and Hardware player of the game. And there's no question on the other side, Owen Leach with 31 points. He even outscored all of his teammates combined, as his teammates, four other teammates combined for 30 points, and Owen Leach had 31, 16 in the first half and 15 in the second half, including 3 3-pointers, and they only missed one free throw in the entire game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He went 8 of 9 from the charity stripe in today's afternoon affair. And he hit 2 threes in the first half, 1 3 in the second half, and a handful of 2-point baskets as well. He was all over the place, down in the paint, at the high post, behind the arc, at the free throw line, grabbing rebounds. Had a couple of block shots that were called fouls that maybe shouldn't have been called fouls, but Owen Leach, with the positive attitude he had, was able to laugh it off. But like there was one down at the right side of your screen, where from my vantage point up here on the walkway, he totally got all ball, but he was whistled for a foul on it, and he was able to laugh it off, and I thought that was pretty cool to see that from Owen Leach. So that'll do it. Once again, your players of the game, Owen Leach and Tate Iniger for their respective teams. Thank you so much for those tuning in on Magnitude Sports. For those DGF faithful tuning in on the DGF YouTube channel, thank you so much for your time today. We certainly appreciate it. The pleasure has been all mine. For Janice on camera, my name is Mike Mason. Your final score, DGF Rebels 61, the Barnesville Trojans 60. We'll talk to you on Monday for the DGF Rebels and East Grand Forks Green Wave here on Magnitude Sports. 7:30 p.m. tip-off. Tune in a little bit earlier for the pregame show.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.